Starting off turn 26, we survived the big attack. You can see they've got a very small army left. A lord here and then a couple hobgoblins. So they're pretty much dead. We'll run them down in a little bit with our Lamian Lord. And I was thinking we could run the Lamian Lord through the portal or the tunnel. And then we'll have a third army over here to help. That actually would not be a bad idea. We've got 2 now in this area. That might be enough. I don't know. And then 3 up here to help kick these guys out. And that maybe 1 to go finish these guys off and 2 to come down here and fight them. That actually seems like a pretty reasonable plan. So yeah, I was planning on disbanding, but I think we'll keep. And then I also disbanded the other spare lords that we had, so we're down to only 8,200 negative, so we could probably afford even more. I also spent a fair bit of time building buildings, and that should affect our economy in a few turns. So a lot of stuff going up to tier 3 and getting tier 3 economic buildings. So I think our economy is going to start taking off finally. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and do our normal rounds. So we're starting up here in the northeast. Unfortunately, we cannot reach Fort Dorzhnevort. I kind of wish I had done this differently. So I stopped these guys here to do a channeling stance. I wish I had force marched them this way. We could have taken both of these settlements in the same turn. So that was definitely a mistake on my part. Yeah, we're going to have to do it a little bit slower now. But one thing we can do is we can travel down here and get some combat XP. Right, this guy can reach. And he has plenty of room to sack it, so no big deal. So we'll put this army over here. And if we attack here, he will reinforce, so we'll get XP. And then afterwards, we'll march him over here, and he should be able to take that next turn without any issues. And then we'll probably have them maybe go south together, and then have the Lamian Lord, when she comes through the portal, the tunnel thing, we'll have her go finish these guys off, because they should be pretty weak at this point. How many settlements do they have? Oh wow, they still have 9? And we can only see 4 of them right here, so they're all over the mountain. I'm hoping that they're fighting these guys. That's what I'm hoping. The end time army. But anyways, let me throw some items on and we'll get in there and fight. So we can get a couple fights here if we fight this first. We'll fight this little army. It's going to pull in the army and the garrison. So we'll fight them, fight the garrison next, and then we should be in good shape. I think I forgot to unpause when I was doing the recap of the other battle, but not a big deal. We just attacked, wiped out the small army, and then the second battle was wiping out the garrison and the army inside. So not a big deal. We took the settlement. Sack it. Do not want misery awaits. And then we'll occupy it with the damaged army. And this army needs to go channeling stance. And that should be plenty. I'm pretty sure they have room to move there. Like, these guys actually need a staff here. So let's give them a Book of Asher. That should be good for this area. Let's head north. Over here. Should be able to reach that next turn, no problem. And again, we're capped. So let's go ahead and put some items on here. Let's get a Book of Asher. Yeah, I'm not going to put it on... Well, actually, yeah, we should put it on Vlad. Let's just max that out. We can get rid of some of these items. Like, I haven't used any of these in a very long time. Channeling, Forbidden Rod. I haven't used those in a long time. So we can convert them if we need. So I don't think we need to add any more forces here. Although we could just get some cheapo stuff, like some zombies. I think, yeah, it's not going to add much. And maybe some backup compared to the zombies. But that's okay. We do need some. We'll probably end up getting rid of a lot of these.
Ready.
But I think for now we'll hang on to them. So let's go clear the rest of this army. It should be a pretty easy fight. They're forced march, so they can't retreat. They're wiped out. Let's take the money and we'll get ready to go back through the tunnel. Can we get more zombies? And one more skeleton. And then as we come across more zombies, we'll probably just replace some of these guys, the more expensive ones. I don't think we need a full like doom stack or a stronger stack. I think we'd be alright with just the cheaper ones. So why don't we do... We need to get some winds of magic, so we'll do that, and then we'll tunnel, and that should be good for this Lamian Lord. We also need to move over here. It looks like regular movement is going to take 3 turns, so we'll have to do a forced march. We'll get up there, and then next turn we'll attack. And then move in a little bit west. This is the remainder of Throg's army, so we'll take them out. So it should be a pretty easy fight. Yep, and I don't know if we'll get replenishment if we go on the water, so I'm just going to do this real quick. Alright, wiped them out. And then we're going to... Yeah, there you go. Faction destroyed. Winter Tooth's gone, so we don't have to deal with Throg anymore. And what I'd like to do is get on the water and see if we can get here. Yeah, we can. We're going to take attrition no matter where we go. Just move there and then deal with it next turn.
With joy.
And moving a little further west and across the water again. We're going to attack Serpent Jelly. This thing we've been trying to get at for many, many, many turns. And thanks to some terrible geography, it just took way too long. So we do have to go against Wulfric the Wanderer. He's pretty tough, but we should be fine. Let's get some items. Alright, so these guys are going to be annoying, but aside from that, there's not much that they can really do. Yeah, this guy, I think last time we fought him, we were using a full stack, and he was hitting our units with the vortex pretty hard. This time we don't have to worry about that. So we should be in a much better shape. Pick the settlement. Well, not yet, actually. If we can sack it, we'll fight it again. Yep, nice. And we defeated Ulfric for bonus versus infantry and charge. It's actually not bad. But yeah, let's get in there and do it a second time. There we go. Now we'll take the settlement. And another item. And World Walkers are finally eliminated. It's been a long time coming. Serpent Jelly, let's go across the pond here. And we need to declare war on these guys and then attack. So what I'd like to do is try to attack this guy first. Send him away or wipe him out, whatever. And then we'll turn and attack this. And we might get a second attack on the Fortress of the Dam. So maybe 3 attacks in total this turn, but we'll see. So either way, we gotta declare war on them. Harganeth, I think we're not at war with them. Oh, okay, so we can get paid. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I already declared war on them last turn. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack. Oh, and they're force march, so they're not going anywhere. Yeah, if they escape, they're just going to be dead anyways. They've got... Looks like they've got fireball. That's the only thing I can see here. That could cause some trouble, but not that bad of trouble. Everything else should be fine. We're going to catch them at the edge of the map. Right when they spawn in. Perfect. Start harassing everybody. Ooh. Yeah, some of these units seem kind of strong, so we got to be a little careful. But where's their lord? There we go. We should be fine here. Alright, pretty easy. They're all fleeing now, except for the unbreakable. Okay, wipe them out. They're forced march. We got to fight the garrison again. So, no items. We have just enough. Oh, no, we don't. We don't have enough to sack. Yeah, it's a shame. That's 12k that we're going to have to give up. Hopefully we still get like 8 or 9k for loot and occupy, but let's see. So, man, that is a big difference. Yeah, we should be able to sack this, but we don't have movement speed, so we just got to loot and occupy. I mean, it's almost 7 grand, still pretty good. But nowhere near what it would have been. But we still get a tier 3 settlement. That's pretty good. Let's definitely build some economic stuff. And I don't think it makes sense to build anything else. I don't care about growth up here. It's all red. So we don't want to spend any money on any of this stuff. So I'm just going to leave it. That's going to be it for up here. Let's move over to the islands to the west a little bit. Looks like this guy's attacking us. Solo Lord and a hero. We should probably auto-resolve this, because I don't know if they're going to pull some BS and end up taking us out. We don't have that strong of an army. And I don't even know that we can run them down anyways. Yeah, that's fine.
No.
This guy should be dead. I don't know. He might even die to attrition. And then over here, I think what I'm gonna do is, we need to take this guy out. I don't know where he's gonna end up, but I think what we're gonna do is move this army over here, force march, so that we can get there in 2 turns. I think. Yeah, we might still miss it actually. How far? It's going to be really close, but we might actually be able to make it. Let me put on the manservant, and then we'll get every little bit of help that we can get. Just going to force move right on past it. And then next turn, I think we can make that. So next turn, we should be able to take Circle of Destruction. And then we'll take this one with our weak... Yep, this weak stack. We have some units we can recruit, and we're trying to keep this as cheap as possible. So I think we're just going to recruit a little bit of junk. Got items. Let's go attack it. Actually, can we get our last zombie here? Oh, it's the same recruiting pool. Okay, so I'm going to fight this real quick. He'll wipe them out. Took a little bit of damage, but that's fine for these guys. Now we could sack. It's not really worth much. Yeah, for 500, we'll just occupy then. 2 armies. I think we have a 3rd one down here, Necro. And, oh, there's actually an army trying to attack us. So we'll have to deal with that. We also should keep an eye on this. I'm tempted to stay nearby. If they attack Hotek's column, we could attack them, counterattack them, so that... Oh, wait a second. What do we have? He is flying. We only have 1 flying unit, and they've got 2 very strong flying units. The Great Taurus and the Lord. I don't know if this guy can handle that much. And then we still have to deal with these guys. They only have 2, though, so that helps. But they also have... Oh, man. Dreadquake Mortar. Those things are nasty. The range is only 126, but I'm pretty sure when they hit, it basically kills everything around it. It's all AoE, if I remember. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty army to deal with. Maybe what we'll do... We can't go anywhere until we deal with this guy first. So let's deal with him, and then we'll kind of plan out what we're going to do. We could pick up a few units. I mean, we don't have a bad army. We just don't have a great army for this, to fight this. But like I said, I think if he attacks this, there's 14 in the garrison. It might do a decent amount of damage to him. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. But anyways, let's go fight Mr. Robbie Coat. So they don't have anything too scary in there. Just a couple cannons. This guy doesn't have any AoE spells, so we should be good there. And then a couple cannons. The hand cannons. But we could deal with most of that. We should see a corpse pile from that. It's well over 2,000. And yeah, that's that army destroyed because it was in forced march. Yeah, we did see a corpse pit.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
A few extra units in there. But we'll look at it later. Now we need to figure out where we're going to go. So we can cut this guy off, but then we'll have to fight that full stack. Or we can take this and then hopefully have enough movement speed to get down there. I think this is the more appealing choice. We won't be able to sack, unfortunately, but we can loot and occupy. And then we come back and hopefully take this while they're still inside it. Although they've been just sacking stuff. So maybe he'll sack and then move closer and then make our life a little bit easier. So why don't we do that? Let's come down here and attack Twisted Glade. No respawns, so we're just going to take it. Actually, we can't sack it anyways. We don't have movement speed. Could loot and occupy. 1,600 is probably worth it. There we go. And we have a building we want to take down. 1,800 for that. We'll gladly take that. And then we'll replace it with income building next turn. So now we can test. Can we reach it 1 turn? We can actually reach this in 1 turn. So if he takes this and he's still here, then we can hit him. If he sacks it and he moves anywhere in this area, we can hit him for sure, right? Well, kind of in the area. Yeah, I think this guy's screwed if he goes anywhere near us. His army is pretty beat up, And then if he tries to auto-resolve something like this, I'm assuming he'll take a decent amount more damage. So that's that area. Let's go ahead and head south to the donut. Now we want to take Tor Arche, Akare, and then Shrine of whatever. Yeah, so it's actually easier to take this from down here. So I think once we take this, we might be able to get there in one turn. So we'll have to wait and see. But let's definitely declare war on these guys down here as well. Actually, let's do this one. She, yeah, she's kind of damaged. I don't think, yeah, for sure she can't take that. She could hit Mistanar. It's still recovering. But we might still be strong enough to withstand that, actually, with 11. Yeah, probably okay. Let's go here. And we'll throw some items on and handle this one. I don't remember if we have enough movement speed, but I don't think we do. Yeah, it's 2 grand difference. Just loot and occupy, though. Just to be safe. And this actually looks like we can make it next turn. So that's going to be another 1 turn. Probably same here, and probably not same here.
What is your
This is kind of a distance.
purpose?
But we'll see. We're making very good progress here. But we got to keep going. Let's go ahead and declare war on these guys.
Speak plainly.
They are at war
And only
with
of matters
several
of business.
people. I don't think we're at war with the Dread Fleet or Scourge of Cain. Let's see what they'll pay us. These guys will pay us 1,000.
Insist.
I don't even need to look anymore.
Ardent.
We have plenty of room to sack.
My bloodline
So let's get some items, and then we'll attack and sack. Yeah, this is a tiny garrison. We still want to fight it in person, though, because we did take a few turns of attrition. So we want to get all that HP back. This one we can definitely sack. It looks like we'll have a second fight. It's only 1,500, though. Right, 1,500 still left. Items. I'm just going to auto-resolve this. Yeah, no losses. Finally, that's the first auto-resolve we had that wasn't like, complete BS. That was a good one. Looks like it's going to be a 1-turn attack. So, Tor Ivris, we can reach. We will likely not be able to attack, but at least we'll be able to take it. And that'll mostly comprise the eastern side of the donut. On the outside, anyways. Now, looking at the center, we got to clean up a few things here. This ding dong, I don't know what his... What's the plan here? I don't know. So we'll attack this one. Although we could probably just ignore it, but I don't... Yeah, I don't want him roaming. And it's nice that we finally get to auto-resolve something. Now we have to get all the way over here, but I don't think that's going to be reasonable. So we'll probably let this garrison defend itself. So it's an 11 versus...
Certainly not.
7, 8, 7. 11 versus 7. This guy could be trouble, though. So we might need to hire somebody here. I don't know. We'll see. Let's force march down. Get out of here. And then we need to make our way down. So, Karek Izor. Yeah, it's going to take us several turns to do that. That sucks. But we'll get there. Down here near Skavenblight. We can't quite reach Miragliano this turn. So, it'll be next turn. And we'll take some Winds of Magic. This guy will have to attack Verdanos. Yeah, interesting. So where would be the fastest way to go? This way? Oh, wow. To get there, yeah, I don't think it matters. So if you look at the red line, it's well past where we would start our turn for either of these. So yeah, I think it's 2 turns either way. So it probably doesn't really matter. I'd rather take out the army that's in here so it doesn't get any bigger. Although that is going to limit our sacking ability. Are these even worth it? They're not really worth it. This one's 2,700, or yeah, 2,700. So that's a little bit of money, but really not that big of a deal. Right, let's go take this one then. So put some items, and then we'll go fight it. Here we go. Took out the garrison and the little army. And I got another item. So Myrmidons. It's fine, we'll let that heal up, and then we'll replace that with an economic building. We'll go a little bit to the east. Let's go ahead and settle this one first. And then I really hope this one opens up soon. I thought there was normally a timer where it told you how many turns you had to wait. This one doesn't seem to have that. Okay, well anyways, let's settle Ekrund. About 2,500 bucks. And then another 18 or 1,000 to get it going. But this is a green, so this should be a good area to have. And I don't know if we should hang on to him, or just maybe we'll just rehire as soon as these drop off, because I don't want to sit around for a couple turns waiting. I think we just rehire. Yeah, it's probably better to just rehire when he comes back. So that will give us a little bit of money back. Yeah, negative 5k. So our money is coming in faster than we can spend it now. So we probably need to hire more people. But let's go ahead and take this settlement. Okay, we have just enough to reach Gronti Mingol. Right, I'm gonna finally trust auto-resolve here. There's only 5 units, and we have a fairly elite army. But don't go kill half our army. Kind of killed half our army. It's a little silly. But we'll take another banner of Eternal Flames. That's actually pretty good. And then I think we just loot and occupy. We'll get a little bit of replenishment. I don't think they have much of an army over here anyways. So we've been at war with these guys for a very long time, and I doubt they've been up here in a while. So we should be good for a bit. So from here, I think, yeah, we just travel south. So we'll have 1 turn of no combat with these guys. They will take attrition, but we'll have time to recover once we take this one, I think. This looks pretty good, actually. So Ruins of Morcane. It's a tier 3 settlement, and it gives you +1 recruit rank for all units. But it also, for all armies, weapon strength for zombies, skeletons, graveguards, and Cairnwraith. Oh, they have to be rank 7, though. Yeah, that's not always going to be reasonable. I mean, some of our units have been around for a while, and they'll have it, like this one has it. But I think most, yeah, so it's not as good as I thought. I thought it was just a straight buff, but they have to be rank 7 first. So anyways, we'll probably still try to build it. Well, that's good for this area. Let's go a little bit north. Got 1 army here. This one just needs to relocate. And I think what we'll do is push south. We have already 3 armies right here. So if we push south, we could start to take stuff down here. Why don't we do that? Yeah, we have a decent amount of winds of magic here too. I don't want to move slow. Let's get into position a little faster rather than taking the winds of magic. So we'll come down here and either go Crooked Fang or we can go for the one down here. I can't remember what it is, but it's a walled settlement. Take that one. And then these guys we'll have to distribute throughout the mountain area. Why don't we have our Necrarch go to Carrick 8 Peaks? Oh, you know what? There's 2 settlements here. Maybe we go south with 2 armies and east with 1. I feel like the Dragon Lord is probably best suited to be on his own. This Necromancer Lord army is pretty weak. So I'd rather have him as like a backup. We can do that. Now it's going to take us a couple turns to get into position. So why don't we just move in? We'll get some winds of magic. Yeah, and then we could do the same thing here. Necro Lord. Right, actually, is that 2 turns or 3? That looks 2 turns. That's 3 turns. But this is fine. As long as this guy can get... Oh, he can't actually reach. Can he reach this one, though? But he can reach that one. So we might actually attack with our Necrolord and attack 8 Peaks. I guess it doesn't matter too much because they both have decent winds of magic. Let's just have... Let's have this guy move a little closer and we'll stay out of the attrition. Just stay out of the attrition. Here we go. So we should be able to reach Valea Sorrow and Carrick 8 Peaks with both of these guys, no problem. And then a Dragon Lord. I think he probably can use Channeling Stance. That's 2 turns? Yeah, that's 2 turns.
Deliver it unto me.
Okay, sweet. So that actually works out really well, and because he's kind of low winds of magic anyways. That should help. Now we want this guy to have something that can handle a large unit. So we're going to put our Banshee in here. It's our first and only Banshee. Let's go ahead and delete one of the zombies. There we go. So now they've got an actual decent fighting unit in this army. Siege attacker, yeah, we've got everything we need. Okay, so this area is good to go. We'll start our war against Clan Moors next turn, and it's going to be 3 settlements in one go. So they're going to be hurting pretty bad. And then this guy's heading south. Can either help here, or if we have enough firepower here, we'll just transition him over to this side. Maybe helping this army right here. So that should be good for our south center area. Let's go deal with the Skaven. They're starting to swarm. Yeah, unfortunately we can't reach any of them right here. I think we can't reach this in one turn. So I think what we need to do is just attack. Get rid of this army. So it's currently recruiting. They could probably retreat then. We would at least stop them from recruiting. But I don't think we'll get the battle. And then we'll force march back down this way so that we can be closer and then be able to take Mount Silver Spear next turn. So let's do that.
Time to die.
Oh, he didn't run. Interesting. I'm gonna... Is he mounted? No, he's on foot, so we could probably zero these guys out. Yeah, let's just fight this one manually, and I forgot to put items, but it probably doesn't matter. Cost us a few troops, but we were able to zero them out. Actually, let's just take replenishment. Yeah, 135 means nothing. Take that. And then now we force march, and we can reach this next turn.
Will be placed.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, because we wouldn't have been able to reach there anyways this turn. So at least we got something extra out of it. Now for over here, this is going to be a tricky one because we can't move. We can't move to attack, I mean.
Yes, you
We can't reach anything. We could force march to defend, but wasting a turn to defend doesn't really feel good. So I think we'll attack this. Power of Gorgoth. Yeah, it's got a full garrison. That's fine. We can handle this. Let's put some items. We'll sack and all that stuff, right? Yeah, we have room to sack. So we'll sack it. We'll take it. They'll probably take Gates of Zar. We'll have to move over there and take it back. Or... garrison. Yeah, I was going to say, or we could hire somebody there to try to defend, but I think maybe that's a bit too much. They are all pretty weak because we beat them up, but we would be hiring a fresh army. Not the most useful. We could do one right here, actually, because there's a couple, yeah, these things right here, the corpse pits. There's 2 of them, so this is likely a good area to have an army, to start one. So if we have another army here, we could defend and then help push up here. Or we could confederate maybe, and then just use their army. Let me do this fight first, and then we'll figure it out. You know, we can upgrade our corpse cart. It's going to cost us another 100, but I think it's worth it. Because this regular corpse cart is just not that beneficial. Yeah, not compared to this thing that actually offers... it offers a little bit of regen. Let's do that.
The spirits agree.
I got the settlement. Go ahead and sack it.
They will serve.
And then we'll capture. So I'm hoping these guys don't take Gates of Zar, but if they do,
Ready.
then I guess we'll deal with it. So can we reach Gates of Zar in one turn? Oh, just barely missed. Now, is that with our item? That's with the manservant. Yeah, so we can't actually reach it. That's unfortunate. You know, I just realized there's 2 of these. So there's one right here for Gates of Zar and 2 for Howling Rock. So I'm wondering, can we create 2 armies? Because we're negative 5k. We can afford a lot. An extra 2 armies in this area would help us. We could send 2 to the north. 2 can stay in the south area. Start pushing down here. So that would open up another front. Let's see what this guy has.
It is night.
Lamian
Why
Sister
do you
Horde
come?
could.
What can we help
I
you
think
with
we're
this
good
night?
to confederate because we've consolidated. We won't have an extra front. So let's do that. There we go. So that gives us 3 pieces of land. That'll help our expansion a little bit faster. They have 2 armies, it looks like. 2 armies, and then... oh, nice. So we've got a few extra Just the one, I guess. Just the one White King. Without having to build the building for it.
Bring me flesh.
This
to
guy
carve.
will probably just get rid of because he's way
Bats and
out
wolves.
there.
Soon.
Ooh, he's knowledgeable. That's pretty good. But yeah, I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to travel all that way for nothing. We already have an army right here, so I'll get rid of him.
Blind corpse.
And then looking at the actual army that this guy has, it's pretty strong. What is this? A vampire lord? Okay, that's fine. He's got 2 Grave Guard, 2 Cairn Wraiths, 4 Cav, 4 Black Knight Cav. Now these guys do extra damage to infantry, which is not really helpful.
Now.
Most of our army deals with infantry. We don't have anything that deals with large, anti-large. So I'd rather have those Cav. And they don't have any replacements. That's okay. We can...
This better be important.
I think we can just use them for now. Maybe we'll throw them at somebody. Alright, how would we do here? Might be able to reach that. I don't know if it's worth it. How did they level him up?
My will alone.
Probably quite bad. No, actually, that's fine. This is reasonable. Yeah, I probably would not have put these points just yet. I would have gone down this and then this. That's actually not that bad. And he does have a siege attacker and an unholy lodestone, so that's not bad at all. Let's just force march, because I don't know if we'll be able to reach this or not. Well, hold on. What does...
I hunt.
He already used up most of his movement speed. Yeah, so I guess we're force marching either way.
This suits my cause.
So this one will be able to attack Fall Doom, the Falls of Doom, hopefully in a reasonable time, maybe next turn. That still doesn't really help us solve this situation over here, though. But we have to try to hold this regardless. And we need something that's got a bit more firepower up front. I don't think a Necrolord's going to help here. I think maybe the Strigoi would be helpful, although I'd rather have a Vampire Lord for the long term. But I think the Strigoi probably does better here.
Think me fool, fool.
Just looking at what they have.
No.
So Strigoi it is. And we have a Tactician, which is not that good. Yeah, that's literally terrible on this guy. Alright, well, let's check the Vampire Lords. Do they have a better one? They have Lore Keeper. That's actually not bad. Disciplined could be helpful as well. Strategist is good. Yeah, all these are good. This one is terrible. So we'll probably pick one of these then. You know, since we're going to be fighting kind of a crazy battle, we might need to solo half the army with our Lord. Why don't we go with Lore Keeper? We'll get that extra barrier. I think every little bit helps. And then we used almost all of our regiments of renown, so we don't have too many of these left. But we can get a couple of them. So 4, our first range units of the entire campaign. And then we've got a regular corpse cart. Some zombies. Let's get all the good stuff first. Yeah, let's try to build this up decently. So we've got 11. We can get a full stack here. No problem. We'll go 6 zombies, so at least we have some padding. We might need a couple of these fell bats just to dive bomb and distract. That would be pretty helpful. So we'll do that. Yeah, this looks fine. We'll probably reorganize and delete a bunch of stuff once we finish this battle, but at least for now, we'll be able to hold, I think.
Ready.
Oh, this is awkward. He's got basically 3 full stacks here. Are they all good units? Oh, man. Yeah, these guys seem like they're no joke. Melee Specialist, a Wizard, that's really bad. Searing Doom, and the Hyena. Missile Specialist. Yeah, that's actually quite bad. I really hope he can't reach us next turn.
What do you want?
Guess we'll deal with it if he does. We might need to pull these 2 armies and just go put everything we can into this. And then we can expand after that. Because this looks pretty tough. But anyways, I think that is going to do it for turn 26. Let me go double check buildings. I did it already at the start, but I'm going to double check. We'll check for rebellions and stuff, but I think we're probably good. We'll come back for an end turn recap in just a minute. We can take on a few of these trade routes, or the trade agreements, because I don't think we're going to be at war with some of these people for a while. So we don't want to mess with the donut. Western provinces is fine. We don't have any expansion over here for quite a while, so we'll be able to cancel that when it's time. So he's even going to pay us $4 grand for it, and we're going to make 1,300.
Guardian of
That
the
should
Phoenix
help quite a
Crown.
bit. Yeah, we were over -20 per turn. Now we're down to -19. Let's see if we can pick up something else.
Defender of the Everqueen.
So Puppets of Misrule, they don't like the northern provinces, but we're not going for an ally, or we're not trying to do an alliance with these people. We just want short-term trade. Same thing with Clan Eshin, the same area. Yeah, why don't we do that? Another 500.
Yes. Yes.
Protector of Elthwan.
And Puppets of Misrule, same thing. They're up there, same area. We'll be there eventually, but not yet. So there's like another 2 grand
Prince
we just
of
added.
Elthwan.
So -18k, that's not bad. I think that's all we can really do for now. We'll sit on our pot of gold. A little bit of negative income should be fine. Right, let's look at our end turn stats. So we've got 187 settlements. I think we're on pace for like turn 34. I think maybe a little bit sooner, depending on if we can pick it up a little faster. But that's been pretty good. We've got 40k in the bank and -18k per turn. So we should be fine financially. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold this. If he attacks here, this is a brand new lord with not a particularly strong army, so I think we'd probably lose this. But then we can counter with a Necroarch. This army should be able to handle anything they have up here without any issues. Yeah, we've got 2 very strong spellcasters. Actually, we need to get this lady out. She needs to go probably into this army. Yeah, because right now we have a bit too much redundancy. So death magic, this guy's got plenty of death magic, so they both fulfilled the same role. We don't need 2 of them. Yeah, if he survives, if this guy survives, we'll push him back down here. And you know what we could do? There's no garrison here, so there's no point to staying inside. If we go outside and we get attacked by these guys, we could at least retreat. I think we have the option to retreat, and then we'll retreat him back, and then we can counter with 2 armies. We'll throw the vampire into that one, and then we'll have 2 legit armies with good casters. Now, intern items. Let's
Expand Sylvania's borders.
yeah, see, we need Book of Asher. So we'll probably do some combining again just to get rid of some of these. Like the channeling staff we don't need. We don't need the trickster shard. I mean, we could hang on to them, but it's just not that useful, I feel like. There we go. So we throw a Book of Asher on just so we can get that cap up. And now we can take on more Winds of Magic. So that should be good. Let's go ahead and end it right here, and then we will see you on some of the end turn fights. So we might have a big one here, and then we should have a few smaller ones elsewhere. Yeah, there's going to be a few fights. Forgot to hit the record for that last part, but we're getting attacked by Skaven from 2 sides. It's not a particularly strong army, but yeah, we're going to fight this. So looks like the reinforcements are coming in from behind. So that's perfect. Our zombies can get in there and smash them. And we'll have a backup line.
Crossbows ready, General.
Yeah, we got to be careful here because they're going to have menace belows all over the place. Let me think about how I want to organize this. So let's go ahead and start, and I'll kind of explain as we're moving people into position. So we got to get not too wide of a front. I think they'll come in fairly compact. They don't have that many units. We're going to get our crossbows over here to help maybe get some shots on from the flank. Bats and the direwolves will help. We have to try to take them out. The clan rats, the summons. So we'll deal with that. And then we've got our more experienced troops in the back. So as soon as they use their nukes on our zombies, then we'll send in these guys to clean up so that they don't take a ton of damage. The corpse cart, I guess, doesn't really matter where they go. Let's just stay there in the front. Now these guys are, yeah, they're not coming yet. Oh, there we go. They summon. Nice. They didn't summon on our units, on our crossbows. That's perfect. Yeah, I was worried they would do that, but they just summon on our front line, which is really dumb. Okay, here we go. So we got to keep a close eye. Here comes another one. Brilliant. So they're going to just instantly shatter, I think. All right, 1 second. Here they come. We got to... Yep, so there's a nuke. They got the Pestilent Breath. They're using all their Warp Grinders, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there we go. So Warp Quake. That should wear off in a couple seconds, and then we're going to start marching up. So let's get up there. These guys can pick off... you know what? Let's get our wolves. Okay, get our wolves up a little closer. I don't want these guys to touch. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Forgot about that. They have an army behind us. Let's go ahead and boost everybody. Let's heal whoever needs to be healed. Oh, wow. These guys are getting trashed. They saved their warp quake until we had our unit show up, I guess. Smart on their part. Right, those wolves just got shredded, so we don't need to worry about them. Let's try to pick off the warp grinders. These guys all need to get up there. Everybody needs to get up there and attack. Okay, let's take command of our units again. Oh, they're probably going to go after... Yeah, here they come. I don't think we can do much about it. They've got 2 sets of wolf rats, and we're not going to be able to defend that. You know what we could do is just retreat them. Yeah, get off the field. You guys aren't going to do any good here. So we'll get them off. These guys can go chase range units instead now. Our front line has essentially deteriorated, but still have to keep going. Yeah, dude, this guy is tearing us up, man. How much damage has he done? 14k. Not that bad, but yeah. Not ideal. So let's keep hitting them. What are we doing here? Nice. Those guys are fleeing. Don't get caught by the rats. So we'll just keep chasing with these guys, and then the bats can go do something else. Maybe go take out these slingers. Okay, we're going to have to micro our lord here quite a bit because I have a feeling he's going to be the only one left here in a bit. Let's get him involved. Pick out the rest of these warp grinders. I can't believe these warp grinders have lasted this long. Also, let's go ahead and get most of these guys bunched up. Yeah, they completely cleaned out our center. See what happened here. Bats. Okay, how about our wolves? Wolves are fine. The bats are getting caught by something for some reason. Where are they? Oh, never mind. They're fine. So we should be able to take out the slingers. Come on, come on, come on. Before they get here. Oh, now all of a sudden they're brave. They're selectively brave. All right, let's get out. Okay, we should be able to get out because we're flying and we don't get affected by earthquakes. Okay, what else? They don't have any more units. It's just our tiny little blob. That's whatever's left of the blob is not much. Can we get a heal actually on our grave guards so they don't retreat? I mean, they're going to crumble, but we might be able to get them to survive just a little bit longer. Get our direwolves up here again. Well, we got stomped here. Yeah, I didn't think they would do this well, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Yeah, we needed to take this lord out quite a bit sooner. Here he goes again. God, that thing is so brutal. All right, who else can we heal? You know, we can get the Cairn Wraiths some HP. They're actually quite good in melee, so I think if we keep them alive, that should help quite a bit. Let's not be on the ground. Yeah, actually, no, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We're good. Let's go after this guy again. The dogs are getting chewed up. So all their ranged troops are dead. We just need to focus on this stuff in front of us right here. And you're not doing anything. Why are you just standing there? Let's try to get the warp grinders out if we can before they have another nuke. Okay, there we go. Fully dead. Fully dead. Get them back. Oh, they're gone? Okay, sweet. So they're retreating. I'd rather kill this guy. Oh, these guys are crumbling. Do not crumble, please. We can heal. Actually, you go with the Lord because you need the morale. Not gonna catch anything, is he? So slow. Alright, get back and save your Cairn Race then. You're not gonna be able to catch anything anyways. They're still crumbling. Yeah, we can't catch anything. Let's just end the battle before we lose everything. Holy crap, dude, that was brutal. So what did we actually lose? Zombies and skeletons. Okay, so that's fine. Actually, we can recover from that. It looks bad on paper, but it's not as bad as it seems. Yeah. And we got a couple revived. So this one skeleton and one zombie. And I don't think we'll get attacked again. Let's just take the money. There we go. Yeah, skitter away. And then they will likely not attack. Although if they did attack again, I wouldn't mind it. Yep, there they go, running away. One of our defensive lords that we hired temporarily is getting a Pyrrhic victory, so we'll auto-resolve that. That should be faction destroyed, I believe.